E3 here, embodied, empowered, and ecstatic, just as I am. It's a good reminder for ourselves, I think, to remind ourselves who we are. Who am I? I don't know. I have no idea. Why am I here? These are good questions to ask ourselves. So the E3 affirmation helps me remember, because I forget all day long. So yeah, because of the tumor on the right side of the head, the left side of the body's been shutting off more and more, and now that sensation is moving towards the left side of the face. So hopefully I can get the words out in a beautiful way. So as you can see, I am just hanging out, cool as a cucumber at the hospital. I don't know how it happened, but there's a blood clot that formed. So now the left leg is really swollen. And my legs are, I'm laying in a hospital bed, but my legs are up the back of the bed. Hey, Walter. Hey, Shelby. Thank you so much for being here. So, I am very, very grateful. If the camera shakes, it's because I can't use my left hand right now. The left hand is like paralyzed, pretty much like 95%. So sorry about the shakiness. I don't have the tripod now. All right, sorry about that. If you could let me know if you're still here, if you could just type a comment saying here, or I love you, or you could say this is the best day of my life, or any comment just to let me know that you're here. Jamie says, is your family able to visit? Yeah, my mom is actually here now. I think she's in the hallway. I like the room cooler, and she gets cold very easily, so she's walking. Hey, Shawnee. Just looking through some of the comments. Yeah, thank you everyone who is here. I think I've said it before, but I really wish I had like a platform and everything could be all structured and organized, and I could just do my work and share my love with people and share my offerings and plug them into that network and that platform. But since it's not there, I am doing my best to basically every moment face death, face pain, face love and life. Now, what does that mean? So that means literally right now, instead of just sitting around on opioids, watching YouTube videos that have absolutely nothing to do with my life, I'm seeing how can I use the hospital room right now to create the best life I've ever had. So quite literally everything in this room could be used as an exercise tool. Like pretty much you don't even need anything to get into the best shape of your life. You could just use your body. Hence yoga or calisthenics. You could just use the earth. You could use a wall. Think of how much you can do with a wall. Like there's so much. You can strengthen your arms, your legs. You could. I mean, the wall is like pretty much our best friend in this reality, I think. So much you can do. So that's what I'm doing here. Instead of just giving up, I'm all day long. I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, so facing pain all day long, but not just because I have brain cancer and I'm in the hospital, but I want to face the pain to create beauty, like to create art and music and dance and yoga, and to create a thriving business. So while I'm in the pain in the hospital, part of my training is not just to heal the cancer, but how masterful can I be in my relationship with pain? Because there's more pain is going to happen in my life, I'm sure. And we all experience it. So I figure if I can get good at relating to something that I do every day, that's a good thing. So while in the hospital, I'm trying to become a master meditator, a master at being able to listen to other people. I want to be a master listener. I want to be a master at different forms of writing. So basically, I'm trying to use this exact situation. As you can see, that's my medicine schedule. I'm trying to use this situation to create something beautiful. I guess it's kind of the opposite of what I did when I was a child. Often I would run away, escape. There's so much trauma. I mean, why do you think I have brain cancer? Because there was like the perfect harmonious environment I grew up in and the most pristine nature. No, there were toxins everywhere. Emotional toxins, mental, spiritual, physical. I mean, I'm not a victim at all. My soul chose this. I'm just saying, like, why do I even have brain cancer in the first place? I've had to explore that. And I think there are different answers, actually. One answer is that this is the highest possible timeline I could possibly live on. And my highest gifts from God require that I had the stage 4 brain cancer to go through this experience. So that's one answer to the question, why do I have brain cancer? Because this is part of my soul's mission. And additionally, it's not just about me, but what if God and my soul had a Zoom meeting before I was born? God and my soul had a Zoom meeting, and they were hanging out, having some smoothies, chilling out at the beach, having a great time, my soul and God. And they were hanging out and saying, well, what do you want to do this time? Last time was kind of fun, but let's spice it up a little bit this time when you go into one of those meat bodies. So how about this time? You'll go through these experiences, being born in New York. You'll grow up in Pennsylvania, have some childhood experiences, positive, negative, neutral, all sorts of experiences. And then you'll develop what's called glioblastoma. Because here's the fun part. The whole world is going to be going through a massive awakening and ascension. And it's going to begin in 2012 with a bunch of crazy hippies describing things about 2012 and the Mayans and other prophecies. So, in 2012, you are going to go to Maui after a 24-day water fast. And actually, that's what I did. So, me and God were talking and saying, okay, just before 2012, you're going to do a 24-day water fast in Washington, in Concrete, Washington, with a woman called Victoria Bidwell, who happens to be morbidly obese, which was a crazy place to go to for a water fast, where the facilitator was quite literally morbidly obese. At least that's how I would describe her, as far as her weight, and the technical term in medical terms is called morbid obesity. So, me and God spoke and said, okay, you'll do the water fast there, and right after the water fast, on your own, you're going to take a plane to Maui, and you're going to go there in November 2012. So, my soul went there in Maui, just in case, the world was going to end in 2012. I wanted to be in Maui. So, but God told my soul, well, actually, that's not it. The real 2012 is 2020, what we're experiencing now. So, my soul went to Maui, and on Maui, around 7 years ago, I met my shaman, Om. And then after meeting the shaman, everything changed. You could say things got, well, did they get better or worse? Well, if you see, well, for the ego, it got worse, but for my soul, things got better. So I met Om, and then went through many, many years of deep healing, deep integration, never felt happier in my whole life, and then had a stroke and discovered I had brain cancer. So, when my soul and God were talking on the beach many years ago, well, actually, we had a Zoom meeting. He was in one beach, I was somewhere else in the world, so we needed to have a Zoom meeting. And we came up with the plan that I would have this experience during the exact time that humanity goes through a massive awakening, and that my soul can help bring love to other people, and that the brain cancer is just an excuse to do that. So, in actuality, me and God, we created the tumor. I literally chose to have this experience so that my soul can have the most fun possible in this lifetime. So, that's one of many stories of Why do I have brain cancer? Another story is that, or not another story, but another reason is because all of the energy, the fear, the stress, unhealthy choices, escape routine, addictions from ancestors that I picked up and lived for many, many years, all of those energies went into not my thumb or my big toe or my stomach. They didn't go to my heart. But all of those energies that grew for many, many years, physical energies from the diet, environment, toxins, unresolved trauma, all of those energies went into the tumor. And instantly, I feel lucky, instantly when I was diagnosed, I didn't get the feeling that something was wrong. And this is not spiritual bypassing, but in that moment, I knew that, oh, see, this is the arm that's shutting down. So I'm going to reach up as hard as I can. There we go. Don't give up. Keep on going. You're strong. I can do it. Whew. So, yeah, I wish I was exaggerating right now, but I'm using all my strength and focus. Well, better than last week. So, oh yeah, that is literally a workout for the brain and the whole body. It's like I feel like I did a 10-hour workout just now. So, point being is that that's the deep feeling I got from the beginning. That not only am I going to heal, but something really beautiful is happening through me. And I've had to come to the point of just accepting that fact. Like, not ego, but we go. So accept the fact. God put me in this position because I am strong enough. I'm not better than anyone, but there is something special inside of me. So the ego would dismiss that truth. My soul would say, okay, I accept who I am. I accept the situation, and I'm going to make the most of it. Okay, and now what's the next step? Well, the next step for me is, like, I have to be so humble and strong at the same time. And I have to be honest with myself. Like, if I can do something, then I have to do it, you know? And if I can't do something, then I have to be humble and say, I cannot do this. I need help. Like, I can't do this. So that's one of my practices all day long. Like, what can I do? What can I not do? Or as Bob Dylan might say, what can I do for you? It's a beautiful song that he wrote. So I'm very grateful that you're here now, right now on this live stream. Because I've learned from my experience that I could literally kill myself if I do certain things too much. Like I could aggravate a seizure, fall, and hurt myself. So with everything that I do, I have to be really, really mindful. Hey, Jesse, thanks for being here. Just talking about a Bob Dylan song called What Can I Do For You? So yeah, I think that's like part of the energy that I've been feeling. You could see, some people have told me you're a sinner. That's why you got cancer, because of your sins. Now you have to surrender to God, or otherwise you're going to be in pain and be in sin forever, and you're going to die. Some people, and you're going to go to hell. Not just die, but I'm going to go to hell and be there forever because of my past sins. And that's why I have brain cancer, because I'm a sinner. Now, there might be some truth in that, because sin means, it has different definitions, but I believe sin means being off the mark, or sin could mean forgetting. So I guess you could say we're all sinners because we've all forgotten. So God can help us remember. So what's my point? Oh yeah, so for me, I've had to really trust myself, because I believe we all have a connection, a direct connection with God. God doesn't work with Wi-Fi. Direct connection. So when that person told me I'm a sinner, that's why I have cancer, and that's why there's the pain, because we're supposed to have perfect health as human beings, but we only get sick because we're sinners. It's just crazy from this guy. I really had to listen to my intuition and not get drawn into that drama. So what I wanted to share is part of why I have cancer is because that's what God wants. And now with the cancer, my job is to see, well, what am I going to do from this position? How can God use me and the situation to bring love to the world? So that's one answer of why I have cancer. And then, yeah, clearly, for me, it's clear that there was so much stress. If my face looks funny, it's because the left side of my mouth is starting to get paralyzed too, not just the left leg and arm. But good thing you could smile with half a face. Yeah, I ate a lot of foods that were really crappy and fed the cancer. I was so self-critical growing up because of unresolved trauma. I was very in fear. So I guess you could say fear was the cause of the cancer, technically. And what's the cure? Well, maybe there is no cure per se. Depends how you define cure. Does cure mean that I'm going to live 1 million more years in this physical body? Does cure mean that the tumor goes away fully and I live 2 years? Or what does cure mean? For me, it means, well, like being who we are, which doesn't even need to be cured. So yeah, I don't really focus on those terms like cure, disease, all that stuff. So yeah, right now, there's a blood clot formed, which is very dangerous. They had to do the procedure. That's why there's this thing on my neck they had to cut open to put in some sort of like mesh something net, because they don't want the blood clot to move up to the lungs or the heart, because then I will be doing live streams as an angel instead of on the phone. So that's why my legs are inverted right now. So yeah, it's like a beautiful puzzle that I'm in. See, if they give me blood thinners for the blood clot, that would be very, very dangerous because they don't want bleeding in the brain, So it's like one puzzle piece after the other that gets mixed into the equation. And that's besides the pain. 2 nights, or I think 3 nights ago, I was literally screaming all night in pain because I'm a yogi, but I was trying to do breathing practices, but the pain was too much. So the screaming ended up being the breathing practice. The highest doses of morphine did nothing. Highest doses of Dilaudid did absolutely nothing. So that was 3 nights ago, and the legs were getting more paralyzed. That feeling was moving up towards the chest. Quite literally, I did not know what would happen. I didn't know if the whole body would go into a seizure and then shut down, or if just the whole body would get paralyzed but I would still be alive. So that was 3 nights ago. Very intense experience. Very beautiful too, because I was thinking, well, maybe this is I've been working on bearing my own cross, and maybe 3 nights ago was just a more intense version of it. Actually, speaking on these live streams is helpful. Normally my cardio is great in life. Just run miles, give hours and hours of massage, do pranayama, do breathing, sing songs all day. But right now my cardio sucks compared to how it is normally. So speaking in these live streams, it's actually a good pranayama practice. So thank you for giving me the chance to do a breathing practice as I am sharing my journey with other people. So, don't worry, I'm never going to get all like boot camp David Goggins on you guys. Because I could easily say, hey guys, get your butt into shape. No excuses. I have hospital workout. What's your excuse? Let's do workouts wherever you are. But no, I'm not going to do that. But I do hope that my experience can inspire other people to create beauty, to turn the crap into good stuff, to turn the fertilizer into whatever we're going to create. So it's much easier said than done, but that's my goal every single day. Waking up and asking myself, how can I transmute this energy into something beautiful? Again, it's kind of like an impossible goal to have, to transmute literally everything into higher frequencies of love. Like my mom's here. Well, she's not in the room now, but for me, there are practices with everyone, with my family, with doctors. I have to hold space when the doctors have literally no knowledge about other modalities that I'm doing, just because they're not in the Western structure and prison system, I have to hold a space and be compassionate for that doctor and the system that they're in, and keep on coming back to my truth in my heart. So this is what I'm doing all day, every day. Like, it's beautiful, but I get all these messages from people with suggestions of what to do, what not to do. And then being present with my parents' energy and the fact that they're freaking out in their minds and their souls, and they're human beings too. They have their own struggles. So I guess it's like my mastery practice at being able to hold space for everyone involved and also take care of my own needs. But I'm not saying this out of ego, but often I'm the most present person in the situation. So, it's my responsibility to use that presence for good and to kind of guide the energy in the situation towards the positive, like when my parents are freaking out or other people are, to have compassion for those people. Just tuning into my body because there's so much pain. It's like, wow. It's like explosions of pain, and then I'm present, and then there's another explosion. But I'm trying to trust that this is like a purification. And after the purification comes something very, very beautiful. So that's what I'm experiencing right now. But I'm grateful that my mind and my heart feel really good. So it's like I'm experiencing heaven in my heart and my mind inside of hell in my body, and, well, the world, I guess you could say. It's not necessarily the most heavenly currently. So I'm doing my best to be in both realms at once. And this is like all day long. I wish somebody had like a magical camera who could actually see what I'm doing. Because some people might say, well, he's just being positive on the videos or just trying to share one perspective and not acknowledging others. But I'm doing my best to do these practices all day long when no one is there. Well, besides me. I'm going to try to reach up again. I can do it. See, if I do nothing, it's just going to turn off. Oh, yeah. But it's like every movement in this side of the body, I have to think about it and then use all my efforts. But, and forget about the fine motor skills. My right hand, I can open up as wide as I can, but this hand, I'm trying to open it up. It'll happen. I'm just showing you where it's at now. Because I really want to play guitar again. That'd be awesome. So yeah, it's interesting because like I'm sitting in the hospital room, but I don't want to be self-centered. Just sitting in the hospital room, I'm a man with cancer, and I'm just going to focus on the cancer all day, and then that's my life. I'm just cancer, cancer, cancer. So I'm trying to tune into like, it's hard to describe. Maybe in a sense, I don't even exist. It's like I'm witnessing this experience. Well, I do exist, but it's like I'm witnessing the experience. And my soul, how can my soul move into this experience in the most beautiful way? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Because in a sense, I don't even feel like this is my life. It's like, it just feels like it's preparation for what's coming. I know it's here now, and life is here. We're all beautiful. Whatever the purpose is, it's here now. But I really believe that this is not it for me. There's something like very, very different that I'm moving into. That's part of why I call it a death rebirth portal. Like, I'm on the death rebirth portal, but the rebirth is still happening. It's hard to describe, but that's the deep feeling I get. So that's part of why I want to share it with people. Because even though I don't really know what's happening, but I would give, it's hard to describe it, but all of the resources on the whole world that something very beautiful is happening in my life for myself, and I believe for many, many people. I don't know exactly what that will look like, but that's my deep feeling. It's been my feeling for the past 18 months of extreme pain every single day, near death, surgeries. But the whole time my feeling is like God is guiding this and something amazing is happening. Like something very big, bigger than just this little live stream right now. We're helping a few hundred people. Like I feel like something big is happening that I'm not going to do it, but my job is to just, show up as best as I can. So it's great to connect with you. I need to go now. I'm going to be doing more of these. Like I said, there's no structure per se. I'm trying to organize things on my website and everything. But for now, it's just spontaneous. It's like my heart gives me the message and then puts out the bat signal, the angel signal, and then your heart picks it up and then we connect. And sometimes we do practices together. Sometimes the practice is just being present with each other, but I'm going to continue these. And there might come a moment where I will never do them again. But for now, when I can, I will, and I'm very, very grateful. Oh, and also, if you haven't heard from previous live streams, I'm looking to create a really simple but beautiful and powerful and creative team of angels who can help, or like who are excited about the possibilities here of creating healing for me and for other people, prosperity for me and for other people through this experience. So just a few things. One, somebody who can help me upgrade my website on Wix. Two, somebody who can be like a promotional person who can help connect me with podcasts. Maybe I can teach at different university as like a guest teacher, and online courses. Somebody who, those are the main things actually. The website, promotion. Somebody who is a creative type and sees like something beautiful can be created. For example, as I'm going through my own healing protocols and doing my own challenges all day long, every single day, I can facilitate events and courses where I am guiding other people in their own cleansing, their own healing, their own releasing old energies and bringing in new energies. So as I'm going through this very intense version of that process, I could be assisting other people. And actually, so many things would happen. It would be so good for so many people involved. But one of my goals is, like, I do want to create prosperity for myself. So I want it all, basically. I want to have the health, the happiness, and the prosperity. And I feel like that's the energy we're moving into in the earth. Moving away from a dysfunctional relationship with money. A lot of people, thinking it's evil and all that stuff, all those stories. So I want to see, how can I generate the most US dollars, yes, US dollars, money from this situation? Like, how can I create beauty that will bring me prosperity, my family, and other people? So yeah, if you have any connections, I'd be very grateful to get on this as soon as possible. I'm staying calm and in faith, but the 3D reality is I'm in the hospital now. There is the brain cancer. Family has helped as much as they can financially. So all of these things, like, I want to take into account as far as the healing for myself, for other people, but also I want to create something beautiful. I don't want to just survive and heal, and it's like, and then what? Like, I want to, basically, I have the same goals whether I have cancer or not, of things I want to create, but now I have to address the cancer because, that's part of my reality. So that was a workout for me. Best workout of my life. So with that being said, let's finish with the E3 affirmation. I'm going to use the arm that needs healing to try to reach up. All right. So if you want to join me, I'll do it nice and slow. And the intention for this affirmation will be to slow down, ground, and then expect a beautiful, intuitive message. Now, it might come today, it might come tomorrow, but we'll use the affirmation to cultivate positive energy and then call in an intuitive message from the universe. And then you'll get it whenever you're supposed to get it. All right, let's begin. We'll do one round. I am embodied. I am empowered. And after we say all of these, we're whispering, just as I am. Okay, and the third part, which I'm going to try with my arm, I am ecstatic, just as I am. And then we'll take a deep breath in together, breathing in the positive energy. And then exhale and grounding it. Good. And then here, calling in an intuitive message from the universe. Who knows when you'll get it? Maybe in 1 minute, maybe in 10 minutes, maybe right before you fall asleep. But right now, from this meditation that we just did, call in an intuitive message from the universe and really trust that you're going to get the message. So thanks for joining me here in the hospital workout room, and we'll be in touch. Thank you so much.